The Wildfire Ready Neighbors is a program from Washington State Department of Natural Resources to, it's a social media campaign to heighten people's awareness of becoming prepared for a wildfire risk. And they do it in partnerships with local fire districts such as ourselves, and giving people tools for being better prepared for a wildfire. You can call in, request an assessment on your own property. Home assessments take about an hour. Myself or my team come out and we're trained in home ignition zone safety. So we walk around the property with the homeowner. It takes about an hour. We look in different zones around the house. So the 0 to 5 foot zone, you want to make sure that you have good defensibility, not a lot of trees or shrubs up against your house. And then we back it out from 5 to 30 feet. And then if appropriate, then we'll go out from 30 to 100 feet. We have a fire adapted plant guide. Think about not planting arborvitae, that's very fire prone. So things of that nature. It can be the simple stuff, making sure you clean out your gutters so there's no debris in there, because embers from a fire can travel up to 5 miles, and they will find very small areas to collect. When we had the Red Apple fire, we noticed that some garage doors didn't have a good seal on them. So when homeowners came back from being evacuated, there was embers extinguished on their garage floor. So things like that, being aware of, and that the wildfires are mainly wind driven here, but it's not necessarily the flame front that you might see as you do in films and things like that. It's the ember cast from those fires that are going to be coming close to the home. So thinking about using rock in the 5 foot area instead of bark mulch, or using very minimal amounts of bark mulch, keeping areas well irrigated. So people don't have to live with a concrete bunker around their house with absolutely no vegetation. You can have very attractive vegetation and landscaping, and also improve the defensibleness of your home, and that can save your structure up to 80 to 90% if a fire does come, and that's a really easy task to do.
When we get dispatched to a wildfire, we know it's going to spread rapidly. In this topography, in these fuels, and the winds we have, our rate of spread is enormous. So as soon as we get the call, we send everything we have immediately, and we make resource orders from our cooperators, the Forest Service, Department of Natural Resources, Bureau of Land Management, our neighboring departments. We get everything we can immediately. Our goal is to try and stop this thing in its tracks as fast as possible to minimize damage, protect lives, infrastructure, and personal property. And we just need the community's support in that. When they do get the notifications for evacuations, we're not trying to inconvenience them. We literally plan this out in the various evacuation levels to minimize displacement, but we do need the room to work safely and effectively for us.
We live in an area that's prone to wildfires, so it's just one more thing to need to be prepared about, as in if people lived in other areas where there were hurricanes or tornadoes or floods. So it's just something to take into consideration to protect yourselves and your homes. We live in an incredible area in north central Washington, and we want to do our best to help you become more fire adapted so you can be ready for when a wildfire event occurs.